Right now, the phone in your pocket can tell you where you are, anywhere on the surface of the earth, to within a few meters, instantly and for free. It feels utterly ordinary. But how it actually works is one of the strangest and most beautiful pieces of engineering ever deployed, and who truly controls it might unsettle you. Hold that question, because the answer is the last thing I will tell you. Start above your head. Circling the Earth 20,000 kilometers up is a constellation of satellites, each one doing just one simple, relentless thing, broadcasting over and over a message that says, in effect, I am this satellite and this is the exact time right now. That is almost all they do. They are clocks in the sky, endlessly announcing the time. And not just any clocks. Each satellite carries an atomic clock, one of the most precise timekeeping devices humans have ever built, accurate to billionths of a second. This matters enormously, and here is the first clue to the mystery. GPS is not really about position at all, it is about time. Fantastically precise time is the secret ingredient that makes knowing your place possible. So how does time become location? Your phone quietly listens for these timestamp messages. Because the signals travel at the speed of light, a known speed, your phone can measure how long each one took to arrive, and therefore how far away each satellite is. Catch the distance to one satellite, and you are somewhere on a huge sphere around it. Catch a second, and a third, and the spheres overlap at just one point, exactly where you are standing. And this only works because the timing is insane. Light travels so fast that an error of a single millionth of a second would throw your position off by hundreds of meters. Which is why those atomic clocks matter so much, and why, remarkably, GPS has to account for Einstein's relativity. The satellite's clocks, moving fast and sitting higher in Earth's weaker gravity, actually tick at a slightly different rate than clocks on the ground. Ignore that, and GPS would drift uselessly within minutes. And I find it quietly staggering that this runs, invisibly, under so much of modern life. Not just your map. The timing signals from these satellites synchronize power grids, and stock exchanges, and phone networks. Vast parts of the world's infrastructure secretly set their clocks by these satellites. GPS has become a hidden utility, a source of precise time that far more than navigation quietly depends on. Which brings us toward the answer I promised. Because this global, free, indispensable system was not built by a tech company or a coalition of nations. It was built and is still owned and operated by the United States military. GPS was, and remains, a piece of American defense infrastructure that the rest of the world has been generously allowed to use. And it was not always open to us. For years, the military deliberately degraded the civilian signal, keeping the precise version for itself. It was a tragedy that changed that. In 1983, a Korean airliner strayed off course and was shot down, killing everyone aboard. In its wake, the United States committed to opening GPS to civilians, and in the year 2000, it finally switched off the deliberate blurring, and your location snapped from hundreds of meters of fog to a few meters of clarity overnight. Now, you would assume that, being free and global, GPS belongs to everyone. It does not. The operator can still, in principle, degrade or deny the civilian signal over a whole region in a crisis or a conflict. This is precisely why other powers have built their own rival constellations, so as not to depend on another nation's military for something so vital. The map in your pocket runs on a system that another country can, at will, turn down. Which is the quiet truth behind the little blue dot. It is not magic, and it is not neutral infrastructure floating above politics. It is a fleet of military atomic clocks, broadcasting time so precise it bends with relativity, that a single nation owns and the rest of us are merely permitted to use. We navigate the entire world by borrowing someone else's clocks. So, the question I asked you to hold, how does your phone know exactly where it is? For free. By listening to atomic clocks in orbit and turning fantastically precise time into distance and distance into place. Your location comes from atomic clocks in the sky, built and controlled by the military, who can, if they ever choose, degrade it at will.